Today I'm going to show you guys some quick chord melody tips and concepts to help you become more creative when you're improvising or coming up with chord melody arrangements of any jazz standard or song for that matter. So overarching, we have melody and we have harmony, right? And when people start learning chord melody, it's a lot of like chord on the downbeat with the melody note, and then you play some melody, and then the next chord comes around, you hit that chord on the downbeat. Kind of keep going that way, which is cool, that's great, but there are more creative ways you can go about it. And I'm going to show you what I like to think about when I play melody and harmony at the same time. So a song like Autumn Leaves, where you have this melody here. Each melody note that's landing on the downbeat is landing on the third of the chord that's being played at that moment. So I'll show you what I mean. So when we go like this, that note right there is the flat 3 of the A minor 7. We go to D7 and then we go natural third of the G major 7, right? C major 7 and we go. This is the flat 3 of the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. B7. That's the flat 3 of the E minor 7 there. So a lot of thirds, and a third is a chord tone, right? So those notes are already in the chord, and oftentimes with melodies, that's going to be the case. The melody note is going to be hitting a chord tone because a chord tone is in the chord already, so those notes tend to sound pretty damn good. So right off the bat, the best way you can set yourself up for success is to see chord tones everywhere on the neck, right? If I can see a bunch of A minor 7 chord tones when I get up here, I have the freedom to pick and choose notes from A minor 7 and kind of get creative with how I build out that A minor 7, as opposed to always having to play just this standard A minor 7 voicing. Or this for the G major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and E minor 7. So I'm going to hold out the melody note and play all the A minor 7 chord tones I have within reach while my pinky's playing that melody note. So flat 3 on top with my pinky. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different notes to pull from if I use my pinky on top. Now if I use a different finger on top, I might have a different set of notes to pull from. So if I put my ring finger on top, I have these 7 notes available within reach. And what are all those notes? Those are just chord tones of A minor 7. So I'm really kind of playing like an A minor 7 arpeggio. I'm playing my root, my flat 3, my 5th, and my flat 7. So being able to see those notes, I have the freedom to pick and choose which ones I want to use in that moment to highlight that A minor 7. So I don't have to go, I could go. So what did I just do there? I gotta remember what I just did, but I think I did something like this. So in that case, I was going flat 3, 5th, flat 7, 4, 5th, flat 3, root, flat 7. And then I was going down to here because my next chord is D, or D7. I was thinking the third of D7, that leads really nicely to the third. And I can play these 3 chord tones of a D7, which is just my third, my root, and my 5th. Now you'll notice I'm playing all these notes at different times, right? It's basically like counterpoint, right? But it sounds like A minor 7. And I even brought in a non-chord tone. I brought in the 4, which you can think of as a tension or just a note from the scale. So you have the freedom to do that too. So I still have the melody on top, but underneath I have this whole counter melody thing that opens up the doors for more voice leading possibilities here. And I don't have to play all those notes at different times. I can pick and choose them to combine and kind of build a chord that way. So I have the minor third on top. I could add a flat 7 here, a 5th on the bottom, maybe a root right here. Right? That's kind of a cool chord. And then from there you can see, all right, well the next chord is D7. I can hold this melody note here and find some close by chord tones in D7, right? And if I play that melody somewhere else on the guitar, I may have different options. So if I play it up here, I can cover a little more ground below it. Those are a bunch of A minor 7 chord tones, so I can use those notes to build kind of a chord here. So I could play this big A minor 7 chord here. I could also add some tensions. That's adding the 4 in there, that's kind of cool. And you can play chords in pieces, like you don't have to play all those notes at once, you can play a couple notes at the same time. So overall, what's going on in your head completely dictates what comes out on the guitar. And that may seem like an obvious statement, but a lot of times we forget that we have freedom. When you have a huge palette of information that you can pull from that's backed by foundation and the understanding of why certain things work and what you can use and why you like certain things, why you don't like other things, and how you can use those things again, you have a lot more control on the instrument and you have a lot more freedom in general. Now obviously, in order to put together all those pieces and be able to give yourself the opportunity to do all that, you need to go through a very structured step-by-step process in order to connect all those pieces. So if you want that for yourself, I'm leaving a link below to book a consultation call with me to see if I can help you. I do offer a one-on-one mentorship program which we can talk about if it makes sense. But in any case, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.